3, 2, 1, brawl!
On Shipwreck the Gravy Boat itself. Wow, that's
Beautiful.
that's the most amazing thing that I have ever seen. I feel like that was coordinated.
Thank you, Red.
Both players having the lance just launching each other. They're like space. I'm not sure what I'm watching.
Lance back.
I think they decided to perform a coordinated dance rather than fight a game of Brawlhalla for us today.
I don't know. It looks like Doppey's fighting pretty hard.
Yeah, Doppey is fighting pretty hard, sending Pickle into the red. And now both players are off. Yeah, both players are off their lances. Pickled's in the red, goes to the ground pound, but he dodges it out, and Pickled's got himself in a position which he enjoys, which is his opponent off stage. Goes to the ground pound, but the weapon toss interrupts his approach, and a side stick.
The side stick gets punished by the side stick coming out of Doppey with that lance.
Doppey using that side stick to punish Pickle's own side stick, killing him off the side of the map, but Doppey's in the red. It won't take much for Pickle to end the stock. The down stick.
That D-stick.
Ooh, I was hoping that it would, but it didn't end up doing that. Doppey's going for the recovery, and he actually manages to stop Pickle from hitting that ground pound and gets back to the stage. Pickle holds onto the guns. There's the side sig, ends the stock, kills him off the side of the map. 2-2.
Lobs the bomb. Doesn't get to play around with it. Gets inside of Pickled's guns.
Yeah, but he tries to go for a weapon toss into ground pound, but Pickled interrupts it with a neutral air. Goes for that down air, ends up connecting. Doppey tosses the spear into his face.
Guys into that stair. Gets hit with the neutral air coming out of Doppey. Neutral stick.
Doppey goes for this. I thought he was going for the spike ball, but instead picks up the spear. There it is. Tosses the spear aside and ends up launching the spike ball into the back of Pickled's head. Both players find themselves in the red. There's the recovery, sending him deep into the red. Goes for a neutral sig and gets punished by
all of the map.
I really don't agree with that neutral sig option from Doppey. I feel like it was an accident. There's no reason why Pickled would be that close to the ledge when he's playing Vraxx and he's got those sick down sigs. Ooh, goes to the recovery, however. Sends Pickle up high. Another recovery from the lance.
Another one.
And it kills him off the top. 1-1. These players are toe-to-toe, neck and neck. Potatoes. Doppies. Mops. I don't know. Has the lance. Pickled going in with a dive kick, no less. Not even opting to go for a weapon. There's a weapon spawn. Finally finds the lance. I don't think he likes this lance matchup at all. But there's
I don't think anybody likes Lance versus Lance.
Oh. Launches the mine into the air. Doppey finds
Goes
the spear.
for the end stick, doesn't connect. Neither does the ground pound.
A neutral signature punish from Pickled not connecting, but he finds that side air regardless. Goes for another down sig, doesn't end up hitting. And Doppey goes for that bread and butter combo into the recovery. Doesn't work out. Pickled launches his weapon into him and follows it up with a recovery attack. Ooh, Pickled goes for that side
kick and push far.
That possibly could have ended Doppey's stock, and there's the down sig launching to the other side of the map. Both these signatures are just barely not killing Doppey. Oh no!
Ooh, and the charge D-sig takes him out.
He could not have been more obvious about that recovery. There was nowhere else he could go. Pickles was just like, yes, give me that stock. I'll charge my down sig to end you. And he sends him off the top, using each one of his signatures on Lord Vraxx to make sure that Doppey understood that he was the loser of that game. Game 1 goes to Pickledpotatoes. Doppey wanted to take it back to ship. Here we go. Same legends, same map, same players. Game 2, Grand Finals.
Right, I'm surprised.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright. First thing that spawns is a crocky, and it lands in the Pickled's face. Doppey picks up the first weapon, holds onto the spear, and he's getting an insane amount of damage on the Pickled right now. Pickled finds the lance, but not only before taking yellow damage. Ooh, Pickled launches the
Insane amount of pressure put out early from Doppey.
Ooh. But Pickled responds with his own. Yeah, using that neutral air combo into recovery. Goes for another one, but Doppey doesn't end up letting himself get hit by that. Space is just barely around it and manages to land, but only after taking damage into the orange. Pickled going in for that down air into the side air. Launches a lot of damage, punishes Doppey.
Side combo, what a chain.
Ooh, and the side air to disarm Doppey. Goes for that down stick, but doesn't space it quite correctly. Goes for the recovery, and Doppey finds his way back into the stage. Launches the bomb, doesn't connect, holds onto the spear, and runs into the side stick.
Side thing, pops him off the side.
He had enough time to react to that side stick as well. I'm not quite sure why he ran into that, but regardless, Pickle takes the first stock. Pickle going in with some lance aerials right now, but Pickle just interrupting it with side airs. Side lights. Who finds the bomb, but Doppey goes in with the disco, nearly kills Pickled off the side. Will he be able to finish the stock? He does! The neutral sig to send Pickled below the stage. Doppey holds onto the spear. Ooh, tries to go in with these sidelines. They're not working out. He's getting a massive amount of damage on himself right now. He should stop going for those. Tosses the spear aside, picks up another spear, tries to approach it differently, and finds the downlight into side air weapon toss combo. Excellent weapon tosses from Doppey right now. He's just completely taking control over the stock, but a neutral sig sends him flying.
Pressure's in Pickled's favor now. Looks for that recovery, which would have probably been a kill at this point, but he finds the end sig instead, taking another stock off of Doppey.
Yeah, launching him off the side.
Like that excellent weapon throw combo.
He also takes a solid one stock lead as well, only finding himself in the yellow. Doppey's going to have to do a considerable amount with this Orion to be able to even have a chance of winning Game 2 of the Grand Finals.
And that is not an easy thing to do against the Pickled Potato gun.
Especially with Lord Vraxx signatures. Wow, that weapon toss in the reverse recovery combo would have been sick if it landed. Instead, he finds that neutral stick.
With the neutral stick.
And the mine trade. Will he get the recovery? He does! He goes out for the recovery after the mine, gives him the taunt, and kills him off the top. An insane conversion from Doppey. But he's in the red. Will he be able to come back? He's going to need insane spear pressure like before on his second stock to be able to win this match. Ooh.
He gets it. He gets the recovery. He gets the recovery. I didn't think it was going to connect, but it did. That shot went off. Doppey lost a round.
And kills him off the top of the map. Pickled takes Game 2. Putting Doppey onto his tournament match. If Doppey loses one more match, he is out, and Pickledpotatoes wins the Gravy Cancel Invitational. Oh gosh, after such an excellent stock from Doppey, it was so sad to see it end with like a single recovery, like he didn't even get a chance, to start attacking things again. But regardless, Pickled reminding Doppey that his bans are Twilight Grove and King's Pass. Let's see where we go for Game 3.
Taking it to Great Hall, Doppey going to Asuri.
We finally get to see that yellow map with 3 platforms. Oh, that's very exciting. Let's see if both of them go for that top platform for the first weapon spawn.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we go. The Asuri switch from Doppey. The opts to go for the bomb, launches it towards Pickled, doesn't connect, and he gets him with the unarmed. While Pickled has the first weapons of the game. Ooh. Doppey not being afraid to play with bombs.
Dodges through the guns.
Oh, but carries Doppey high into the air, has the potential to get the recovery gimp, but he doesn't quite get it. Doppey, now having the Katars, hitting with the neutral light into recovery.
Pickle is having no difficulty whatsoever finding damage with these guns.
No, Doppey's trying to get in, but Pickle's just hitting him at every avenue. Like, Doppey's able to get in with like a down air, or maybe a neutral light, but he's not getting any follow-up.
He goes for the signature, gets punished by the end sig by Pickledpotatoes.
That was an interesting hitbox, too. I saw the signature coming out from Doppey. I didn't think he would get hit by that neutral sig, but he does, and he gets launched off the side of the map pretty early as well. Pickle finding himself only on the orange, but a weapon toss combo coming out from Doppey, kind of putting him near the red.
Doppey going for those signatures. Very, very risky. But no punishment coming out from Pickled. Just eating some PR damage.
Pickled getting hit by Doppey's neutral lights. Doppey looking for the recovery, but Pickled having no fear throws the weapon to his face and hits him with the unarmed combo, sending Doppey near the orange, but there's the side air and the stock.
Into the bottom of the map.
Yeah, ending that as soon as he could, finding himself at 2-2, and now Doppey has an opportunity to take back momentum in this game. Ooh, Pickled goes for some unsafe side airs. Doppey holding on to the Katars, hits it with the side air of his own, hits it with the neutral light, carrying Pickled off the side of the stage. He's racking up the damage. He's brought this back to even. Ooh, Doppey hits him with the side air into the stage. Is this the stock?
Is it over?
It is over.
-1 stock from Potatoes.
I guess Doppey hit Pickled before he could get his jumps back and caused him to go too far down and be able to recover back to the stage. Pickled ends up losing that stock rather quickly. Doppey didn't even take damage on that stock. That was an impressive performance of guitars from Doppey. Ooh, Doppey's going in with these neutralites. Pickled's struggling to find any damage. Goes for his side sig. Doppey hits the neutralite. Tries to go for the recovery follow-up. Gets the neutralite. He's carrying Pickled all across the stage. A recovery didn't even kill Doppey because of how little damage he's taken.
Doppey is just in complete control. Goes for the end sig. Ends up hitting him with the gravy side.
Oh, and that does a great amount of damage to Pickled. I feel like Pickled's in the mindset right now of already trying to focus on what to do for the next match. Yeah, he's going for these discos. And Doppey's like, screw the disco. I have a down sig. It's a little bit better than that. He kills him off the side of the map. Game 3 goes to Doppey, and we don't have a 3-0 in our hands. Doppey has shown us that he has the potential to beat Pickled Potatoes Vraxx and make, possibly, a bracket reset.
They're taking it to the boat.
Back to the gravy boat indeed. Shipwreck falls. Asuri versus Vraxx. Now this is going to be a little difficult for Doppey, I feel like, because the Great Hall had the advantage of all those platforms, but here it's just a flat stage with very few ledges. Both players find their weapons, Doppey opening up with a sword, but Pickled already ready to hit him with some sidelights and side airs. There's the down air as well to punish Doppey's landings. If Doppey misfaces any of these down airs, Pickled's just going to punish him with a side light or a down light. And we're seeing it already.
There is a down light punish.
Yeah. Doppey's going to be very careful with the guitars here. Maybe he wants to open up with a weapon toss rather than... There it is. The weapon toss into a side, but Pickled was ready.
Handshake from Pickled Potatoes.
Yeah, Pickled was ready. He saw that weapon toss from Doppey, assumed he was going to go behind him, and hit him with that end sig, racking up the damage. Both players just doing an incredible amount of damage.
Doing a side stick to take the stock off top.
Kills him off the side, and Pickled is on fire with these guns right now. Doppey holds onto the swords, tries to go in with a side light, but Pickled punishes him with the down light once again. Pickled trying to hit him with some neutral lights. Goes for the down airs. Doppey holds onto the spike ball. It connects, disarms Pickled to even. Tosses the spike ball away and goes for that signature.
Find that D-sig, taking the stock. Doppey can get that pressure back.
Yeah.
It's
always with the stock reset that Doppey, I feel like, has the most comfort. He always loses the first stock, then finds his way in with the guitars. But this time he doesn't have platforms. Pickled, holding onto the lance, is going in with the lance aerials.
Ooh, finds a lance neutral into the gun combo.
Pickled goes for that neutral signature.
Tries to chain up with that end sig.
Doesn't quite work out. Pickled tries to box him with a down arrow. Doppey doesn't land into it and gets a great punish. Ooh, goes to the bomb trade. That would have been devastating for Doppey. Pickled throwing out his end sig once again. Doppey just waiting for a different weapon. Has the swords, doesn't want to land, but he punishes Pickled for going for a recovery. Hits him with a neutral air. Oh, excellent patience on that neutral signature. He's forced his dodge and ground pound, but Pickled interrupts it with a recovery.
Goes for the side sig, gets hit with a disco.
Lands with the disco to punish Pickled for going for a signature, and Doppey takes the lead 2-1. Pulling in the guitars, Pickled hits him with that aerial from the lance. Is he going to be able to end the stock with that lance signature? No, doesn't look like it. Doppey going with the guitars.
Pickled can't seem to find a way to successfully aggress, but the answer is always disco.
Yeah, taking notes from Doppey's playbook, using the disco to cover his landing and ending the stock 1-1. Doppey is on tournament stock here if he's not able to pull this out. Pickled hitting with the guns, goes for the neutral light. Doppey recovering into the final hitbox of the recovery, taking more damage than he'd like, but Pickled is nearing the red. Doppey's got incredible patience as Pickled throws out these moves, and the down sig sends Pickled in the red. He goes for the side sig to move across the map. Is that the downlight side or the end of stock? It is. Pickled had no more jumps left, and Doppey takes game 2. We're moving on to game 4. We're moving on to game 5 of this best of 5 in grand finals.
Absolute craziness.
If Doppey wins this match, it sends Pickled Potatoes in the losers in another best of 5 will have to be played. A Scarlet pick? We've seen Vraxx this entire tournament from Pickled.
Doppey's saying, Pickle, don't you dare. I think Pickle wants to bust out the scoops.
Oh,
the scoops
no.
and the ridiculously high attack stat.
If anybody's been saying that guns are the reason why Pickled's been getting through, well, we're about to find out if that's true or not. Because now he's got the lance and the hammer. Here on Twilight Grove.
Ooh, with the scoop to open the game up.
Another scoop
into
neutral air. Pickled's kind of showing us that the hammer's a little fun to use, but Doppey finds some weapons of his own, gets the guitars, gets the down airs into the down sig, and he has already racked up a ton of damage on the Scarlet. Ooh, goes for that stomp into scoop again. He's just showing that there's one move on the hammer that's incredibly consistent. Goes for that sideline, gets interrupted by Doppey's weapon toss and
gets found with that side sig.
Yeah, Doppey just throws out the side sig and sends Pickled flying. Ooh. Pickle goes for that neutral signature. Goes for the neutral sig once again. Doppey's kind of making quick work of Pickled's Scarlet right now. Pickle goes in for the side sig. Gosh, the Baby Rage intensifies. Pickle goes for that side sig once again. Doppey tosses his sword into the air, followed by the mine, hitting him with the sword neutral air. Pickle goes for another signature, doesn't quite land, and Doppey punishes him with a neutral light from the sword.
Goes for the end sig, does not connect with Doppey.
Doppey goes for that side sig once again, uncharacteristic of his Asuri. Scarlet going in with the lance, gets hit by Doppey's side air, goes for the weapon toss, falls up the crocky, goes for a disco for some reason, and Doppey finds the guitars once again. Will Pickle be able to end the stock? No, goes for the ground pound and gets hit by a neutral light. This could be Pickle's second stock lost in this match. Pickle goes in with a sliding neutral signature and punches Doppey off the top of the map, evening it up 2-2, but already taking a considerable amount of damage. Will Pickle be able to even this up with a bunch of impressive scoops with his hammer? Finds the side light. What else is he going to be able to find with his stock? There's the stomp. Does he get the side air? No, he does not, but another stomp into scoop into neutral air? No, doesn't connect. Pickle's racking up the damage, however, on the Doppey's Asuri. But there's the down air to send Pickle flying. I don't think he's got the jumps to come back. Definitely does not. Doppey goes for that ground pound to make sure he can confirm the stock, and he takes the lead 2-1. Alright, how's the Baby Rage mantra? Hello?
It's a fluctuating thing.
Alright, there we go.
Wicked.
Okay. Pickle's going in with the lance.
He's alive by those guitars right now.
Yeah, Scarlet's going in for just straight up lance combos rather than throw combos, and he's just getting destroyed by Doppey's ability to fight with the guitars and the sword. Find themselves off stage right now. I feel like that's where Doppey wants it, but the ground pound, does that end the stock? It does!
Double GP to take it. 2
ground pounds to kill him off the bottom of the map. Pickle finds himself in the same situation as the last stock, 1-1, but in the red. Will he be able to clutch it? No. He gets hit by the side signature. I think that's the end of the stock.
Gets back on the ledge, but gets hit by the ground pound from Doppey.
And the bracket reset occurs. Another best of 5 needs to be played. Doppey ends up taking the reverse 3-0 onto Pickledpotatoes. And he goes back to Vraxx. All right. Does that mean another CC raffle? No, it does not, Dark Edge. It definitely does not. Unfortunately, we have no more community color codes to go. That just means that we have to wait a little bit longer before we raffle out that All Legends pack. But here we go into the first game of the bracket reset. Doppey sticking to Asuri. Definitely doesn't want to go back to Orion. Let's see if he can continue his performance. He's won 3 games in a row so far. Here we go. Gravy Boat. Both players holding onto the guns.
Doppey picks up the bomb. Went for the sidekick to knock Pickled into it, but he got hit with that downlight. Gets hit by another downlight. He's taken a whole lot of damage from these guns. He finally found a way in, opened up with that downlight combo. But Pickle dodges through and hits him with a dare.
Yeah.
He hits him with another dare. Doppey is in the red.
Yeah, Doppey's in the red and damaged. He is hurting, but now he's finally getting some moves of his own. Goes for a hard read with that down signature and a side sig. Followed up, tosses the guitars into his face, doesn't quite get
Pickle
the
finds
damage.
The ground pound and the D-sig.
The down sig to be able to cover the landing. The first down sig that we saw all match and an excellent usage of it as well. Doppey goes in for the sword right now, but he's just getting carried across the stage right now by Pickled's down airs. Doppey tosses the sword into his face, holds onto the guitars, goes for a side sig, but Pickled gets ready to punish, but instead gets hit by Doppey's recovery. Doppey's using a lot more signatures this match than we're used to seeing, and it seems like he's getting punished for them as well.
He goes for that D-sig. It's a lift, but he catches the side into the air.
And then finds the down sig to send Doppey off the side of the map. Doppey's already in the orange, and he's yet to take a stock. Pickle burns him with that
Another
down leg.
D-sig.
And Doppey's flying across the map. There's the ground pound.
The ground pound looks to get it up with a recovery, but then it does not play out the way Pickle wants it to.
No, definitely does not, but that's okay, because he's got a stock advantage. And there's another down sig to send him flying. Doesn't kill him, but the third down sig.
Leading to another stock in Pickle's
Following
favor.
up from a down sig to another down sig, sending Doppey up and down across the map like a bouncy ball, killing him off the top. And now Pickle's just juggling him with down airs. This is not the Doppey that we saw in the original first bracket reset. He's struggling to get anything in right now.
Finds that down light side air and the weapon throw. It takes Pickled out, but he's still down a stock.
Down a stock and in the orange, and Pickled opening it up with a sick lance combo isn't showing good news for Doppey. I bet Doppey's looking forward to being able to have a counter pick that's got slightly better ledges and a little bit more platforms. But this unarmed, that's looking pretty good. Sends Pickled into the orange.
Goes for that weird GP, does not connect.
Ooh, hits him with that side air. Holds onto the croc, he sends it off the bottom of the stage. Doppey finds a sick guitar juggle, but it doesn't convert it into anything. But there's the ground pound. I think that's the end of the stock. Definitely is. Pickled recognizing he doesn't have any jumps and ground pounds off the stage to make it end a little bit faster. Finds the guns, immediately goes for the reverse neutral sig read. But it doesn't connect. Doppey's got the ability to bring this back. He's in the red, but Pickled's not landing kill moves. Maybe he wants to throw out those down sigs again. Doppey's got the down airs and the neutral airs.
Like, just maybe he will take this match out from Pickle.
Oh no, Pickle goes for a side sig, but Doppey doesn't run into it this time. Side signatures aren't landing. Doppey throws the guitars to his face, a down leg in the side air into weapon toss. Pickle doesn't have his dodge. Oh, barely ducks the down sig. Doppey's below the stage, the ground pound, but it doesn't send him below. It sends him above. Doppey's taking this match back. Goes for another side sig. Doppey's aware of it, however. Goes for a side sig of his own. Doesn't get punished. Doppey's got him in the red. This match is anybody's.
And he catches the amazing down sig to close the game. The first of the second best of 5 stock.
3 down sig kills in a row. Every stock that Doppey had was ended by that Vraxx down sig. Very impressive from Pickledpotatoes in his spacing. The chat being confused, saying that shouldn't have hit. I honestly didn't quite see the exact hitbox. All I know is that when Pickle throws out down sigs, they usually tend to connect.
3, 2, 1.
Sig actually has a pretty big hitbox.
Yeah, but anyways, game 2, back to the Great Hall. I feel like this is Doppey's comfort map. But Pickle kind of making it look like it's his own right now as he hits him with the neutral airs into recovery. Doppey finds the mine, tosses him to Pickle, but Pickle dodges past it and starts hitting him with the guns.
Pickle just standing still, waiting to find that dare, and he does.
Ooh, Doppey finds the guitars. Pickle going for those downers to be able to cover Doppey's landings, but he's finally not down airing into them. He lands with a neutral light to be able to get Pickled into the air. Sending Pickled off the map. More downers into a sider. I think that's the stock. Oh, what a
and
swift
he turns
recovery.
it around on Doppey with the swift ground pound, the double GP to take the stock.
Doppey disrespected Pickle's recovery. He does an amazing air dodge back onto the stage, and Pickle hits 2 ground pounds in a row to end the stock. Excellent recovery and turnaround for Pickle. Doppey holding onto the guitars, not punishing the fact that Pickle's going for down lights, and Pickle's ending up getting a lot of damage with the guns right now. There's the side stick. Is that in the stock? It does. And Doppey's barely taking any damage before the stocks are even up 2-2. Doppey holding onto the spike ball.
Real spooky. Got the guitars, even spookier. Looks for the recovery, does not find it. Ends up getting hit by the unarmed recovery from Pickledpotatoes. Pickledpotatoes back with that lance.
Doppey juggling Pickled around. Pickled throws the weapon twice in a row, followed by recovery combos, just sending Doppey into the red. But we know anything about Doppey. Being in the red does not mean that he is ready to die. In fact, he's just about ready to go off. Goes for that down signature, doesn't connect, finds himself falling below the stage. Is he going to get hit by another down sig? No! Dodges out of the way of that one. Pickled goes for a ground pound. And Doppey tries to punish.
Interrupts the signature with the side air. Doesn't interrupt that one. Gets sent off stage.
And there you go. Pickledpotatoes in complete advantage of that stock the entire time, but the second Doppey hits red, that's when he goes off, and that's when he ends it. But if Disco sends Doppey off the side of the match, and we're immediately evened up 1-1 once again. Both players just sticking to their favorite weapons. Guitars on Doppey, guns on Pickled. Pickled using the guns to hit him with the down air. Doppey, going in for the neutral light recovery. He's racking up the damage. Just the down sig sends Pickled into the orange. Oh no.
Find that recovery.
Those recoveries, however, saying Doppey really high. But the neutral sig from Doppey dealing a decent amount of damage. He's got neutral lights to send Pickled off the stage. Ooh, could have gone for a signature to punish there, but Pickled had the mind to be able to put out a hitbox to stop Doppey from killing him.
Decent. Can't connect. He does find the recovery though.
Yeah.
And Pickled is disarmed.
Doppey in the orange. Pickled, however, gets the ground pound, sending Doppey at a weird angle. Could have possibly hit him to the mind, but doesn't work out. But there's the recovery. Does that kill? No, it doesn't. Pickled only... Any move right now at this point, besides a neutral air, will kill Pickled. Doppey has got to be very... Or Pickled's got to be very careful. There's the lance. Gets the side... Oh no, is this going to be the signature that ends it? Is he going to catch him with a neutral sig?
Goes for that D-Sig, does not connect. Doppey throws away those guitars. He's looking to end it quick with that Sair.
Either player has the ability to get their tournament stock ended right now. Ooh, Doppey calls in the Valkyrie. Pickled goes in for an air dodge signature, doesn't connect. Gets hit by a side air and gets launched off the side of the stage. Doppey takes game 2. It's 1-1. Here in this bracket reset of Grand Finals. Ooh. Pickled asking for the bans. Doppey yet to respond.
Batman, what are you doing?
Doppey banning out Mammoth Fortress and Thunderguard. Deciding to go back to the Gravy Boat. I feel like every time I go to the Gravy Boat, Doppey's going to end up losing the match no matter how close he makes it, just because of the lack of platforms. It just does not favor him whatsoever, and the lack of ledges.
Okay, made it back just in time.
Yes, Doppey finds the first spawn, tosses the mine to the center of the stage, Pickled dodges above it,
Pickled
and
with
lands.
those guns, not afraid of getting sidekick.
Oh, definitely not,
Got
especially...
too much coverage with those guns.
Oh my gosh, but the neutral light into recovery, neutral air attack.
Not letting Doppey touch the ground.
Yeah, Doppey finally gets his way back onto the ground though, finds the guitars, goes in with the down air, finds the neutral light, but doesn't get the recovery follow-up, and Pickled racks up the damage with those gun neutral lights, but Doppey's carrying him off the side of the stage. Ooh, barely touches the stage there. I was worried for Doppey's jumps for a moment.
Doppey on that ledge. But he gets back on. Not the best place to be because there's only side six there.
Yeah, and Pickled had some amazing patience there, but Doppey was able to respond with some recoveries and send him flying off the map. Pickled punts him in the face.
Goes for the D-Sig, but just gets punished.
Ooh, and
It might happen again.
yeah, Pickled was just kind of like waiting around there, like just watching Doppey
Goes
throw
for the
moves.
side sig, doesn't connect.
Oh, but
drops
the weapon toss.
Drops the lance on him. Goes for the GP, gets punished by the guitar recovery.
Yeah, Doppey waiting for that ground pound to come out so that he can hit him with the recovery, his character hitbox instead of flying off the stage. There's the down sig.
Catches the gig, whips him across the boat, and into nowhere.
And that ends the stock. Doppey calls in the Valkyrie, finds the sword. Pickled trying to keep him out with the guns, using his downers and down lights. But Doppey tosses the sword into his face. Ooh. Doppey has some excellent patience there with that spot dodge, but doesn't pay off. Tosses the mine to the center of the stage, propels the guitars into his face, and goes for the downlight side air to end the stock, and he evens it up 2-2. Pickled holds in the lance.
From Doppey.
Launches it into his face. Doppey dodging through the second lance throw. Pickle trying to hit him with some side airs, or side lights, but instead finds the down light.
Kicks him up the recovery, but does not fire the gun.
Doppey, holding onto the guitars, tosses it into his face, but instead he gets
finds
met
the side sig
with
and takes the stock.
Doppey, holding onto the sword, goes for his signature, doesn't quite land. Pickle tries to punish with the side light. Finds the neutral light into recovery, taking Doppey off towards the top of the stage, nearly killing him off the top. Doppey finds the sword
getting that down light side air, covering with a weapon throw, and trying to kill him with a mine as he gets back onto the ledge, where it doesn't play out. Eats some heavy punishment from the guns.
And another down light side air. Doppey's in danger here. Goes through the ground. Pickledpotatoes deciding to Z after a ground pound, deciding, you know what, this stock wasn't very important to me in the first place. Doppey seems perfectly fine with that, holds on the guitars, but Pickle still has another stock to try to win this match. Pickle goes for the side sig, launches Doppey up the side of the map, says, alright, that stock was a fluke. I had an idea of what I was doing, and takes game 3. Bans out Twilight and Great Hall. And Doppey says, Kings, baby!
Oh, yes. Oh,
Pickled
yes.
potatoes with the capital wow. Surprised that had to happen. And Doppey's excited. He's got his playground coming up here in Game 4 of the Bracket Reset Grand Finals Best of 5.
3, 2, 1.
Doppey versus Pickled Potatoes. Doppey seems excited to play on this map. Finds the sword, Pickled launches the mine, but he has nothing to do with it. Tries to deny the weapon, but Pickled ends up picking it up, finds the lance, and he's getting a combo off on it.
Pickled doing a good job of punishing Doppey with those nares.
Yeah, Doppey going with the guitars. Pickled tosses the lance aside, decides to stay on the stage rather than run away for a weapon. Finds the guns, and Doppey attempting to pressure with these downers, and he finds it into his sidelight, into a neutral light, but Pickled, gosh, hits him with the recovery, sends him into the red and towards the top of the map. Doppey on the side of the stage right now, getting hit by all of these side lights from Pickled.
And then the D-Sig throws the guitars.
Doesn't get any follow-up, however. Pickled tries to go for a down to punish, but ends up getting punished himself. And now both players find themselves in the red. Pickled goes for the recovery. Doppey goes for the downswing punish. Nothing's landing, and both players find themselves in an impasse. Both players just throwing on signatures and not connecting.
Ooh, ground pound. But he recovers.
Yeah, a ground pound to cover Pickled's own recovery. Doesn't end up killing him off the bottom of the map. And there's the downlight side.
Ends up finding another combo and taking the stock.
Yeah, always nice to know that you've got a combo in your kit that's going to be able to confirm the stock, but there's the downsig. Just picks up Doppey. He's just like, you know what, you're tossing your weapon off the side of the stage. I don't care. I'm going to toss you off the side of the stage. And they even it up 2-2 here on King's Pass. Pickled finds the weapons. Doppey looking for some weapons of his own, just waiting for a weapon to spawn, and he goes for it, finds it, it's the guitars.
Juggling him with those neutral airs, but Pickled responding with his down air.
That's some interesting noise besides Baby Rage that I'm hearing right now. Pickled goes to the ground pound. Doppey waiting out Pickled's pressure so well with his jumps, using the air dodge to get back to the stage, but he still hasn't found himself back in the center. And another ground pound. Is this the end of Doppey's stock? It is! Pickle takes the lead. Doppey has one stock left in this tournament. If Pickle wins this, he wins Grand Finals and takes the gravy. Doppey holds on to the bomb, goes with his weapons, finds the guitars, but he doesn't get anything in, and instead Pickle hits him with the down air. Pickle hitting him with some side airs. Doppey tosses the guitars into his face. Holds onto the sword, finds the side air. Pickled's in the red. If he ends the stock now, it's possible that Doppey can take this to game 5. Tosses the bomb. That's not a good place for the bomb. He catches it.
But he catches.
What insane reactions from Doppey there to be able to catch that bomb. That was terrifying. Goes to the sword. Pickle punishes.
Stop the dot. Get side aired into the gap.
Tosses the swords into Pickled's face. If Doppey takes any more damage, I'm concerned of whether or not he can win it, but there's the downlight side air. Does he have the stock? The weapon toss, the mine. Oh, gosh. Pickle's nearly running into that mine, picks up the crocky, hits Pickle in the face. How is he going to end the stock? I'm not sure if he can.
There. neutral air.
Ooh.
Goes for that ground pound, gets punished by the recovery. Things are looking grim for Doppey. Pickled wants his money.
Oh no, goes to that signature.
Finds the DP, and that's it.